Alright, so you guys are camped for the night. And who's got first watch? That's going to be Roland, the Paladin. He's going to watch for about 2 hours. Nothing happens on his shift. Richter gets up, and it's his shift. Nothing goes on during his shift of the night. Who's next? Mathis. When Richter goes back to bed, and you get up and do your shift, he tells you that there seems to be a mist coming in, but nothing really, anything else. He just said he noticed the mist coming in.
Okay.
All right. It's during your shift. Is there anything you particular you would like to do? Nothing really happens. It's pretty quiet.
No, just keep watch. Have my bow out, ready in case I hear anything.
Okay. The fog gets a little bit more thicker as your shift goes on, and Grymm wakes up because it's his shift. And you, do you tell him anything?
Yeah, just let him know. Grymm, the fog's been kind of getting thicker over the last couple hours, so just keep a lookout.
Okay. All right. So Grymm, you wake up and he tells you that the mist is rolling in pretty thick tonight, but nothing's really happened.
Good, then I have a peaceful breakfast.
Okay, you cook up a little bit of eggs and give me a Constitution roll.
Hey, my cooking's not that bad.
Oh,
Nice.
all right. So,
Like I said, I'm a good cook.
you end your turn on your shift, and Baern, he wakes up, and you guys can interact if you like.
Hey,
What's the mist?
something of notice?
The mist is coming in. It's getting thicker.
Okay, getting thicker. Okay, no meta here. Seems to be harmless.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, give me a Constitution roll. Baern.
Okay.
I assume
Only a check or a save?
check. I assume nobody else is awake. Nobody has trance or anything. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception roll. And let me know, are you from this area? Have you been in these woods before?
No.
Okay.
I'm from my background, I'm a far traveler from the spine of the world. Exactly from Miraba, the southwest end of the spine of the world. So I've never been here so far. So let's see.
Well, you do notice something. While the mist has gotten thicker, it has kind of blocked out most of the stuff around you.
How far can I see?
You could probably see about 30 feet. You
Hmm.
can see down the road a little bit, and you can see down the other side of the road a little bit. But
Okay, I grab my...
So you guys are in a small, little cutout. It's like where other travelers have camped before. It's a little clearing, I guess you can say. I'd say it's about 100 feet wide radius around you guys. Is a clear, and then there's the road, but everything else is thick trees. But you can no longer see the trees anymore. The fog is so thick, and it's the sun is kind of about to pick up, but it's not up yet. It's still a little dark.
Okay, I trust in my listen skills. Then.
But with your perception roll, you can kind of see, as the fog goes by a little bit, you can kind of see a little bit further in. You notice the trees look different. They're not leaf trees. They're more pine trees. And then the fog comes back by again, and then you can't see nothing. But then it jets out in another area, and you can see pine needles on the tree limbs. And you know there's a lot different. They were leaf trees before. I don't know the exact term, but...
Okay. Not the same trees as before, as far as I can get it. So I want to roll on nature, if I can specify.
I need to know one other thing. Where exactly did you put your horses and your wagon? It's a covered wagon.
Next to the campfire.
Okay, so it's real close by you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I would think we kept it pretty close.
You said the trees have changed, as far as I can notice. So I tried to figure out if I've ever seen those trees.
Okay, roll.
Nope. I didn't think so.
No, but you do know they are different from what they were before.
Okay. But when I see and hear nothing else, I will not alarm the others.
Okay. Your shift goes by and nothing happens. It's breaking dawn. It's that time to wake the other adventurers, and you do so, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody wakes up. The fog appears to be a little bit... It gets pushed back a little bit. It's more or less, instead of 100 feet away, it is 150 feet away. But it's still pretty thick. You guys notice that the trees are a little bit different. They're a little bit more closely grown together. They are pine trees. They are not the same trees you've seen before.
There's witchcraft at work here.
Yeah, I'm sure those trees were different last night.
Ranger, you have your Natural Explorer's Forest. You know you're definitely in a different place right now.
Yes, this is a definite problem.
I'm gonna see if I can follow the road back the way we came a little bit. There was the cart in the road, and there was like a small stream.
Okay, you want to go back to there? Because I believe y'all went about another 2 hours.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we went way further. That's right.
Okay. But you...
Baern, what happened while we slept?
Nothing of notice. Only the mist is going thicker.
Okay, well, what about the trees?
And one moment there were like normal trees, and as I see after a few minutes later, they've changed a little bit, I think, but I'm not sure, and I was not sure about that, so I see no point to wake you up for that.
Okay. Maybe we should find the Lorax.
Alright, Mathis, as you look back to think about that place that y'all had that fight with that turned over caravan, you notice that the fog is blocking that path. It's basically blocking you everywhere except for where you haven't been yet, where you thought Neverwinter would be. It's leading you that way. The fog is not in that direction. It's everywhere else around you.
That is how the Dungeon Master can push you in one direction.
And do we hear anything? Do we see any, are there any animal movement or, birds, stuff like that?
There's crows flying through the air here and there, and not a lot right now. Nothing's scared them yet. But you do see a couple
No
in
ghosts
there.
and vampires so far.
You can hear like the morning crickets chirping in the woods.
Okay, well, this is definitely weird. But I guess we don't have much other choice other than to continue.
Yeah.
No,
I
definitely
think the
keep
ranger
our eyes open.
gets us out of here. I trust him. He's a Half-Orc.
Well, I would definitely say be on guard.
Alright, so you guys are continuing down the road. Anything y'all want to look out for or anything?
Everything?
Okay, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say like we've been traveling. I'll be up in the cart, kind of on lookout with my bow out.
Okay, I was hoping you guys would forget about the horse in the cart, but... you guys...
No, definitely keep an eye on the tree line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I assume you do the morningly feeding of the horses and watering them, and you guys set up the cart and the reins on the horses. You have 2 horses drawing the cart, and you guys set off down the road.
Yeah, just stay on alert if we can.
Are you guys going hastily, normal pace, or slow, cautiously?
I think normal pace or slow because of the mist.
Well, we definitely don't want to run into an ambush, but we have no idea how far it's going to be until we get wherever we go.
You take the
Roads
lead,
usually,
Grymm.
yeah, roads usually lead to towns.
Yeah. So yeah, if you could just be a little bit ahead, maybe you'll be able to spot something sooner than the rest of us.
Okay, so the ranger's going ahead.
I'd say stay within eye shot of the wagon, but at least far enough ahead that he can maybe spot something.
Okay. So how many feet do you want to go ahead?
Oh, I'd say no more than 60.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
No.
Okay,
I'm ready.
so Baern, let's see something. Hang on real quick. I'm going to give you half proficiency in animal handling.
Okay.
So you crack the whips and the horses march off. You notice that you probably noticed before that the ground was completely muddy. I mean, there were certain, hang on, where's the flavor text? Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist. So you guys head off, and you guys go about an hour. And you guys go about another hour. You guys continue on, noticing nothing but the trees. They're still thick on both sides of the road. You travel another hour and let's see. Grymm. In about the 4th hour of traveling on this road, you notice off to the left that there's kind of a path going into the trees. You could tell by the brush, it's not a natural trail. It looks like something moved through there recently.
Okay.
Off to the left.
Something big.
And we haven't seen anybody else in the last 4 hours, or any other. Right.
Well, if they were moving ahead of us in the same direction we are, then we wouldn't have seen them.
Sure.
What about prints and stuff? Any footprints?
You walk up and you could tell there's some wolf tracks going through where the brush is. You're just on the road. You're not in there, but you can tell because it's right there. It's probably 10 feet away from you, where the bushes are parted and you can see wolf tracks.
Alright, well, we should probably leave those alone and continue on. But, hey, there are wolves in this area. We need to be wary of that.
As you're standing there, the cart is getting a little bit closer. You guys notice him looking over to the left in the trees a little bit.
Well, I'll come back to the cart and tell them, you know, hey, there's wolves in the area, so keep an eye out for those.
Okay.
Roger.
So you guys continue on. You get about another 60 feet ahead and continue on your next hour. And nothing seems to happen interesting then. Just around the corner, as you finish your 5th hour, you notice that the road bends to the left. Grymm, you're in front, so you kind of can look around that bend a little bit before the group, and you see a huge wall that is completely encompassing the road. You see 2 knights holding swords with their heads lopped off and laying on the ground. There's a big wrought iron gate and it's closed.
Should this be here?
Well, we don't know. I will wait for the wagon to catch up.
Okay, the wagon gets there. And you guys see the same thing as you turn the corner.
I think I have found a town.
The fog spills out on the forest to swallow up the road ahead. There's a flavor text there if you'd like to read it.
And you said the gate is closed. Any signs of life?
There's nothing moving.
Do we, just based on our knowledge of the area, or what we think would have been the area, do we recognize this, or?
Do you want to give me I'm sorry, Mathis, go ahead. Say that again.
I'm just like wondering, you know, if we recognize this structure, or the fact that what we were expecting to see, you know, can we determine where we are?
Okay. Have any of you been on this road before, between Neverwinter and Greenest? I don't know, that's part of your background.
That's actually a pretty long road.
Yes. Greenest is, we'll say, like a farming town. It's out in the middle of nowhere, really.
I would think I probably have not.
Okay. Let's see.
Grymm would have stayed in the woodlands, and that particular road is to the coast, towards the coast.
Yeah, I grew up in Waterdeep, and then was in the military for a while, but
Well, then you would have been on this road.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, you realize this shouldn't be here. You've never seen this, and you've traveled this road at least twice.
Okay, so I let the others know that, you know, as much.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah. This should not be here.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
So yeah, well, I'll look around, see if there's any movement, or we can continue. Let's take the cart up to the gate and at least get a better look at it.
Yep.
Okay, you guys creep even further closer to the gates. And as you guys get closer, the gates creep open.
Okay.
And they completely open all the way wide.
Any mechanics I can see that opens the door?
Say that again, Baern?
Any mechanical things I can see that open the door?
You can give me an investigation check, or I'm sorry. If you're close enough, give me an investigation or a perception.
Okay, better than perception.
You don't see anything that's mechanical except for the actual hinges.
That's
You assume
weird.
this may be something magical.
I'd like to take
Normally,
a look at it too.
don't go through a gate that opens in this particular.
And I'm sorry, Grymm, did you want to roll? Because you said you wanted to see for signs of life. Give me a perception roll. You do see fresh tracks in the mud leading through it. Several different tracks. What did you want to do, Mathis? I'm sorry.
I just wanted to investigate the gate as well, see if there's anybody above that would have seen us coming.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a perception to look at the top window. Oh, well, is that a window? It looks like a window.
Seems to be, yeah.
You didn't see anything up there looking down at you or anything. It was completely dark.
Okay.
But then again, you don't see how there's any way to get up there. You kind of think it's decorative.
And no indication of like how these gates open on their own?
Did you want to look at that? Did you want to get closer and investigate it?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead. You walk closer and you're trying to figure out how they opened, right?
Yeah.
Now, you don't see any levers or anything. You basically see just the mechanics of like a hinge and it's swinging on that. There is nothing that's pushing it open.
When we get closer, despite the fact that in the picture there's some kind of tower draught in the distance, is there any town at the other side, or looks it like a border?
The fog continues, it spreads out from there. You could see more of the forest on both sides of the road, but the forest appears to clear a little better on the other side.
Okay, but no town on the other side.
No town.
Okay.
Well, we've come this far.
Did we get lost? Is it possible?
Say that again?
Did we get lost?
Well,
Is
we
it
don't
possible,
really have
Grymm?
anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
No. I mean, yes, we are lost. No, I have no idea how.
Baern, you do have a map of what the road should look like, a basic map of what the road from Greenest to Neverwinter should look like.
But no wall or portal or
no
gate
landmarks
like this.
are marked on the map that look like this, no.
Yeah, and it's an impressive wall here with the two statues. Would be marked on the map.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Does it seem like they are decapitated, the statues, or just broken?
They appear to just have war with age.
Okay. Nothing to fear. We go straight between the two huge stone golems. That's the only choice we have.
Grymm will keep his bow ready to shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, I said we just press on through.
All right.
Yeah. I drive the cart, and with one hand I ready my greatsword.
Richter, the wizard of the group that's not here right now. You guys will mention about the gate and that you can't see any kind of contraption that's opening it. He'll do an Arcana roll on it. He'll get an 8, and he knows that there's something magical doing it, but he can't pinpoint what school or what's actually doing it. And you guys move through the gate. As you guys pass through, it's about 5 feet thick. On the other side, there's gates, and they opened when the other gates opened. And when you guys go all the way through, they close behind you real quick.
Okay. I go back and see if the gate gates open.
Okay, you can jump off the wagon. You call the horses to a halt, and you jump off the wagon.
Yep.
And you go back to the gate. It does not open.
Oh.
We are trapped.
We are doomed. Okay. So. And we follow the street, I think. It's the only way.
Okay. The road kind of clears out a little bit more. There's more of a grass line on each side of the road, but the trees are still there and they are thick. And you guys are continuing at a normal rate of travel with Grymm in the front?
Yeah, I'd like to get out of here as quick as possible.
Hey, Grymm, I suggest you just stay a little closer to the wagon.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
There are some towering trees nearby, and they got gray mist at the very top blocking out the light. You notice that it appears to be a dull day. A lot of clouds in the sky.
Is the weather normal for this land here?
I mean, it gets forecasted sometimes. Or overcast is what I'm looking for.
You know how weathermen are.
But you notice that the trees are unnaturally close to one another, making it pretty much difficult terrain to move through them. And it's very silent. Every once in a while you'll hear a crow scream. As you guys travel on your second hour, or your first hour away from the gate, you catch the scent of death in the air, Grymm, as you travel that last hour there.
That's always fun. Keep an eye out.
As you get a little bit closer to the smell, it becomes more prominent, and you notice exactly where it's coming from. To the right a little bit off the road, you see a muddy ditch, and you see kind of like a human corpse coming out of like a shallow grave. You notice there's a arm completely sticking out. That's what caught your attention.
Point it out to the others.
Alright, he stops in the middle of the road and you guys catch up and he tells you what he sees.
Yeah, this place is getting lovelier and lovelier.
I would suggest moving on.
Yeah.
Alright, you don't want to inspect it any?
Is there anything else within view besides, is there a graveyard or
Nope.
tower? Nothing.
No towers. It just looks completely the same.
What do you guys think? Should we check it out or keep going?
To get some clues where we are, maybe.
Okay.
Well, if they're dead, they're not going to give us any information.
But the stones, maybe.
The Paladin of the group, Roland, which ain't here right now, but he kind of wants to give it a proper burial.
Of course he does. That's why Paladins are terrible.
Let me make sure. Let me look at his alignment. Hang on. Chaotic good. I believe he would want to do that, huh?
Yeah, probably. Damn it.
So he finds a nice solid ground that's not soaked with mud and mixed with water from rain and just muddy terrain. He finds a good patch of solid dirt near the tree line, and he starts digging a grave for him.
Well, while he's preparing the grave, I will take a moment to look over the body, see if there's anything worthy of, any information or anything like that.
Okay, so you guys
Grymm
want to
will
take
be
him.
more interested in anything that's around.
Okay, so you're keeping guard, basically?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, and there lie bodies?
There's a body in the grave. Did you guys want to take him out?
No. But that's not normal, or do they have other religions here?
You're just familiar with Forgotten Realms gods.
And yeah, and they bury their dead normally.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
somebody who I guess you guys take him out of the grave while he's digging.
Well, yeah, if the paladin thinks that he's not properly prepared, I guess I'll defer to him on that.
Okay.
But yeah. So if we are going to remove the body, and I just want to take a minute to see, like I said, if I could see anything.
Okay.
Did we have a shovel with us?
Would there be one in the wagon?
Let's see. Sure. You do have a small shovel in the wagon.
Okay. Make things easier.
To put out your fires and whatnot.
Does the body seem to be long dead, or?
It's not decayed. It is stiff though.
Okay. A little juicy then.
Rigor mortis has set in.
It was a shallow grave, or it seemed like a full-on burial.
So when you look at it, it looks like he's in a muddy puddle, but he is buried, kinda. You only see you kind of see his head sticking out along with his arm, and his arm's completely pointed. He ain't pointing or anything, but his arm is in the air.
Oh.
So his other arm and his legs and torso are underground.
Maybe they have buried him alive?
It's not a good idea to play with the dead.
Okay, let's bury him.
Okay, so you guys take him out of the grave that he's in. He's basically dressing, normal clothing, and Mathis, as you're moving him, you notice that there's a paper in his inside of his vest.
I'll remove it and see if it says anything.
You get that. Do you stop there and read it then, or do you wait and put him in the grave and then look at it?
I'll wait. I'll wait till we move the body over, and then and then look at it.
You guys take him over to the grave, pack dirt on top of him, and the paladin says a prayer. And what do you guys want to do now?
Move on.
Alright, so Mathis, you're the only one with that note. It's up to you if you want to divulge that information, but you guys jump back into the cart.
Yeah, I do want to, I'm trying to read through it right now,
Okay.
But I do want to let him know that, I have a letter here.
I'll give you a minute let me share it with everybody and they can read it.
It's a little bit hard to read.
Yeah, because it's...
Well, someone knows we're coming if they sent him a letter.
Hail thee of the mighty and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. How my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for... Hang on. Yeah, it is difficult to read.
For dead?
Give us up for dead and... Encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping. Barovia, leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. That was a good sound right there. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed from, or for a better life. Colonia,
Indirovic.
Yeah.
Kolojan Indirovic,
Yep.
Burgomaster.
All right.
Well, shoot. Did Roland see this?
Do we know what a vampire is?
Did Roland see it? Yes.
Yeah.
Did you show it to him?
No, I did. I showed it to the whole group.
What was that, Grymm?
Do we know what a vampire is?
Intelligence check? Or wisdom check? What would be better?
Intelligence, I think.
Yeah, roll that.
Knowledge, kind of knowledge.
Let's say roll a 12 or better. And you've heard of one at least.
Yeah, I heard something of them.
Whoa.
Mathis knows everything about them.
Then say me what is Bavaria. You rolled a 20.
Yeah, it's like,
you know all.
The ancient vampire, let me tell you.
You know about vampires. You've read books on them. You never encountered one before, though. You will be a wealth of knowledge to the group. I'll have to figure out what that knowledge is first.
So you have a clue what does it mean to be bitten by a vampire?
Basically, you turn into a vampire spawn.
I would assume that over time, it gets worse and worse until you're fully under the control of the vampire.
Yep.
Oh.
That's not happening.
I'll give you some more information on that once I find it, maybe next session.
Okay. I don't know what a bungo master is.
Burgomaster is sort of like
Burgomaster.
Oh, Burgomaster.
Alright, you guys continue on?
That's what Grymm would like to do.
Yeah, and this was a human? And was it...
Yes.
Freshly dead? Or, I'm sorry, like, how... I mean, like, was it still intact, or was it sort of, like, skeletal, or...
Yeah, it was still mainly intact. It hadn't rotten away, but rigor mortis had set in. I'd say, I don't know when that happens. What is it, like, within 5 days or so?
Seems like no normal burial, because you don't left some letters when you bury someone, I guess. I wonder why he's wearing this letter with him.
Yeah, well, I'm with Grymm. I say we move on as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys pack into the wagon. Grymm gets a little bit ahead of you guys, and you guys continue on. The first hour. Let's see, that was 5 hours from when y'all woke up, so it's about 1 o'clock, a little afternoon. And Grymm With your passive perception, in the woods to the right a little bit, you could see some movement.
Alright. Look actively, see if I can tell what it is.
Let me see. Okay, with the 7, you just notice the movement of in the tree line a little bit. It's going like it's going the opposite way of you, but in the tree line.
Alright, I will make a motion so that they know there's something off in that direction. But I'll keep on going forward, just keeping an eye out.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. I gotta get a map somehow. Let's see. They don't have no maps like just on the road, you know. We'll use this one, but it's not what you see, really. So we're going to be in the top left of the map. Or I'm sorry, top right.
The other left.
Oh, there's no grid on here. Hang on.
Fantasy Grounds is loading. I grab some coffee a moment.
Okay. Grid's not going to be perfect, but say Grymm, you're about right there. We'll just not worry about the other guys and make combat quicker.
Hey, as long as they don't kill us.
And you do notice that the road opens up a little bit. You don't see what you see on the map, but you can follow that tree line is more accurate. But the rings and whatnot, you don't see that. It's just the road continues on and starts to turn into more of a plain area.
That's good. We can see further.
And you do see some smoke off in the distance. It appears to be... Give me a perception roll. Welcome back. Okay.
Good, I can't see nothing today.
You just see smoke rising over the hill. And you know it's pretty far off. Okay, hope this is not too much. It shouldn't be. And you see what appears to be the forest itself moving. And you see
Oh, that's not good.
off into the trees over there. It appears to be heading in your direction as you just notice it. And comes up to you.
I am not liking this place.
Looks like that right there.
Nice.
And he swipes at you with its claws. Oh, and it hits you right in your chest and just rakes down the middle of your chest with its claw. Alright, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Nice roll.
Okay. Bjorn, you're up first. You notice this thing come out of the forest and just completely claw your fellow half-orc in the chest, ripping out a deep gash of blood. Bjorn, we're also playing flanking rules, so the arrow on your character is where you should be facing. Although I don't see the arrows anymore, they disappeared. Bjorn, what you doing? I got a little bit of static and a lot of popping. I can't hear you.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
How much movement does it cost to get down from the cart?
Well, each square is 5 feet.
Okay. Then 5, 10, 15, then I can go here.
That's
and
5, 10, 15, yes.
With my bonus action, I activate my rage.
Okay.
So let's see on the combat tracker. I can put the effect on. So, and then I try to hit him with my greatsword.
Let's see, what is his AC? His AC is a 13, so yes, you strike him.
Okay.
You can roll your dice on top of him or in the combat tracker, and it'll actually tell you if you hit or miss. There we go. You strike with your greatsword, completely splintering him in half from the top of his head to the bottom of him.
Wow.
Thanks.
No problem.
Anything else?
When there's no other enemy. Next, I must rage Grymm then.
Do you... Well,
sorry.
Rage, you can't make any skill checks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems so. Let me see. No. In 5e, it's only that you can't cast spells in the rage.
Okay. Did you want to try to look in the woods and see if there was anything else?
Yeah. Okay, I try.
Okay. You don't see nothing. Anything else?
Yes,
I release my turn
blind.
in case of.
Alright, Mathis.
Well, seeing that amazing display, I'm just going to look around and see if there's any other threats in the area.
Okay. Are you just looking in the area that you're in right now?
I'll look from where that the first creature came from, the twig bite,
Okay.
in those stand of trees there.
Roll a perception check and then move your character where you're going to look around at. Oh, nice. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. Okay. Anywhere else? You don't really particularly see anything in the tree lines anywhere north, west or south of you.
Yeah, but we didn't see something before, and look what happened.
Oh, yeah. I'll stand here at the ready.
Okay. Since you didn't really move too much and you spent more time just standing there looking around, you kind of see something over here in this area. Kind of shifting around between the tree trunks.
Okay, I call out and point deeper into the woods and say, "Check over there."
Let's just spray it all down with a machine gun.
Do we have a Gatling gun on the cart?
Anything else, Math?
If I can, I'll take a few more steps in that direction to line up with the rest.
You can go ahead and do the rest of your movement.
I'll go right up to the tree line.
Even though I said that was part of your seeing that one far away, but we'll go ahead and give it to you.
Right.
Alright. Grymm, you see something poking out over here.
See something enough so I can shoot it?
That's 10. What is his movement? 20. So that's 10. He moves to there. He's not able to do anything else, but he looks like he's hastily running at you guys with ill intent. His claws in the air.
Well, having experienced the claws of one of his brethren, we're not going to do that. Not a good die night for me.
He's able to duck under your arrow.
Whoa.
What the heck?
It's just trying to get those bad rolls out of the way.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's your damage. Then good.
Oh, Grymm, you're just too far out of the range. Why did you have to move all the way up there?
Sorry.
Mathis and Baern, you notice something that's coming out of the forest right where you're at, and you hear a couple of a strange language, and you hear a loud boom.
Oh boy.
Oi oi.
Alright, why is this not working? Hang on. But you both rolled pretty good.
Ah.
Do you get half on that? Thunder Wave, do you get half damage on that? Let's see.
No, I don't think so. Or maybe, but not knocked prone then.
Yeah, it takes half damage and isn't pushed.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, yeah, it halved it for you. Okay, you guys take a little bit of damage as thunder shoots out across the area that you're standing in.
A little bit? We are first level!
And you notice that right there. A strange humanoid with leather skins and hides on, with the head of a elk and horns tied onto it, carrying a staff.
Well, at the risk of repeating myself, that's not good.
Appears to be foaming at the mouth.
Oh.
Whatever y'all did, y'all better apologize.
Let's get them.
Okay. Then I go here and try to break a head with my greatsword, raging.
Okay. you got advantage, so flanking.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good.
Let's see.
It's not gonna be too bad with that 20 strength you got.
No? Why does it not applying the crit? I wonder.
What is it? Another 2d6? Go ahead and roll that, and I'll add it to it. Well, nice. So another 11. You strike her so fiercely in the back that she kind of stumbles a little bit and loses her.
Oh wait,
balance.
I have another. Is he? Oh, it's not that. Okay, I have another dice 6 because of my ability. Savage attacks.
Is rage in there too?
Rage is already in there. It's
Okay.
only a +2 to damage.
Alright,
But the savage attacks gives me dice 6 extra.
You take a big gash out of her back and you hit her so hard that you knock her prone. But she is still feral and looking to attack. So let me add
see
prone
to
it.
be feral.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Mathis.
Unfortunately, I'm holding my bow. Can I can't drop my bow, draw my sword, and attack in the same round, can I?
Yes, you
believe
can normally.
Yeah.
Oh, can? Okay.
When you drop your bow, only drop it, and it's okay.
Yeah, I'll drop my bow to the ground, draw my rapier, and attack.
Okay.
And just back me up on this. If I have somebody else is within 5 feet,
You have a sneak attack, yep.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if the target's facing you or not, but you always get it.
There you go.
She's down.
Nice.
Nice.
As she's getting back, kind of in the midst of getting back up from prone, you kind of stab her right in the throat and do the finishing blow.
Nice.
And with that, the other twig down here, it kind of shatters into pieces and disperses its spirit into the trees.
Lesson number 1.
That was
First
convenient.
attack the spellcaster.
Alright, you guys clean up. Did you guys do anything with the body, or?
Is there? Yeah, I'll search the body.
Let's see, other than her quarterstaff. Other than her quarterstaff, you guys find one minor healing potion. And then fragments of twigs and leaves that are made into effigies and things you've never known before, you've never seen. Some look like wolves, some look like animals.
Okay. How about the twig blights?
They're shattered into pieces of bark and tree fragments.
Okay, gotcha.
They didn't have no clothing or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I guess we regroup and are you guys okay or injured?
Injured, but okay.
Let me see. Is there an actual healing potion I can link, or do I just write it up? Hang on, let me look. Or what do you guys want to do now?
I guess I'll head back towards the wagon, and say we got to get out of this place. So let's get let's get going.
Yep.
Okay. There's a potion of healing in the party inventory. Who takes it?
It looks like Baern, you're probably the most damaged.
You don't have to use it right away if you don't want. That's up to you guys, though.
Well, if you think you need it.
Or wait, that's a potion of growth. Hang on. We're not playing Storm King Thunder.
Why not?
I gotta read it first. I'm planning on running it. Alright, it's up there if one of y'all want to grab it.
Where is that at?
Whoever searched the druid is going to be the first to find it.
And like, how do we get it? I'm sorry.
In the top right of the fantasy grounds, you'll see the eye with the 3 people. Click on that.
Got it.
And then on the inventory tab. And then you just take that and put it in your inventory from the little dragon skull.
Okay, there we go.
You guys mount back up on the horse and bug. The horse is in the wagon, and Grymm gets out in front of you guys, and you guys continue on.
Yep.
First hour goes by. And Grymm, give me a perception roll. Since you're up front. Wow.
Like nothing over a 5 so far.
You walk right past it, but the guys on the wagon, go ahead and give me perception rolls as you guys pass this.
Okay.
Because I assume you guys are watching the countryside go by. It does.
I think you guys should be out front.
It does open up more into a plain area. The trees are probably a good 300 feet away from you guys on the road. Baern. There appears to be a small, scrawny tree, like right there next to the road, and you could see like a hole in it. And as you look, you could see something inside that hole. It looks paper. Looks like paper.
Okay, I read the card, so I say to Mathis, "Hey Mathis, did you notice? There's something in the tree there.
I'll look over where he's pointing.
You didn't notice at first, but as he points it out, you see it over there.
Okay, I'll jump down and head over towards the tree.
Okay. Do you stop the wagon, or you continue on?
I continue, but I know.
Okay. Well, you slow down a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I slow down a little bit.
As you look in the tree trunk, you notice a paper material. It seems to be folded up. It seems to be a lot larger than what you actually see.
Okay, I'll try and pull it out.
You pull it out, and nothing seems to harm you or anything.
That's good. And then is there any
Paper
writing on it?
It's completely white. It is folded up though. It looks like a brochure.
All right, I'll run back to the wagon and jump back up, and once I'm back up there, I'll unfold it and take a look at it.
Okay, let me find that image. You find a map.
Ah, well, this will be helpful.
You find a map that doesn't appear. You've been down the road to Neverwinter and back to Greenest a couple times, and you don't notice any of these landmarks. You do see the names of the villages and the natural landmarks, the lakes. You see all that. That's all written on the actual map.
So I'll move up to the front of the wagon and show it to Baern.
Okay.
Okay. It was in the tree. I think that could be the gate we walked through.
You see the blue arrow that he put on the map? You can also zoom in out and in, whatever you need to do, and scale it if it's too large.
Yeah, I think that's where we came from, and we're headed down this road through the trees, and it should open up. It looks like there's a village up ahead.
Yeah, seems so.
Baern, you do notice.
It also looks like.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Also looks like nothing I recognize.
Raj.
Yeah, I'm a stranger, so I didn't know anything about this lands here, but seems not to be familiar with Neverwinter or the lands there. So let's go ahead to the village, I think.
So, from where you guys are, you're in a plain. I mean, the forest is kind of spread out. To the south.
Oh, we are here then.
Exactly. Yeah, you can hear water running to the south there, towards this area. You see a large, what appears to be a cliff, and under that cliff you see a small village. Above the cliff, on the top of the cliff, you do notice a large castle. It's hard to make out too much details, but because of the fog. But you do see a castle up there along with a village under it.
Well, at least if we get to the village, we might be able to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm going to say you guys are in that general area right there. What would you guys like to do?
I say we head to the village.
Yeah, now that we've got something that looks like there might be life somewhere, then we can try and solve our mystery of where the hell we are.
And can we? What time of day is it by now?
That's what I was just figuring out. I think it's about 12 hours from when you guys woke up. I'd say you woke up around 6 a.m. So it's about 6 p.m. right now.
Let's hurry then.
Yeah.
I have no clue what's coming out of the woods when it's going dark outside.
Okay. You guys gather up at the wagon and everything after looking at the map, and you continue on down the road to the west.
Yeah.
You guys continue on. About 3 hours pass. You're about right there, the middle of the circle, and you guys can hear wolves off into the distance to the north.
Alright, again, an eye on the north there. What are our hexes? How far, how long, what's the distance per hex?
I'm just guesstimating, really. If you look at the very first, all the way to the east, from the gate to the very edge of the map, it's supposed to be 5 hours. So.
Alright, cool.
Oh, okay.
It's about 9 o'clock right now. It's completely dark at the moment.
I would suggest that Grymm, Grymm come back to the wagon and we maybe try and pick up the pace.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than the howling of the wolves, you guys continue on for another hour. And you guys are just on the edge of the village.
And again, any signs of life?
Is it walled?
The town is, you get there at dark, so you can kind of see into the town before you get there. You notice some signs of light in windows, and a couple of the smokestacks on the top of the house are bellowing smoke. But most of the city, from what you can see, they are row houses. They are dark. I say about a good 90% of the houses that you can see are going to be not lit on the inside.
Which one are lit?
As you enter, let me get the map up, hang on. Alright. This is not the map, but this is the type of style of houses you do see. Most of them are row houses. And here's the map. Let me know when it's loaded for you guys.
Oh, not the best place to call home.
Just about everything you're hearing, you hear also crows in the background. The wind rustles along.
Okay.
You guys are at the blue line there. The
Yep.
blue arrow. As you just come in, you notice several houses. Nobody on the streets at all. It is about 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, which houses are lit?
None of these that are at the very entrance. Let me pin some.
Is there any that look like an inn or stables or anything like that?
Alright, so just by looking down that road, or if you come into the road a little bit at that crossroads right there, you can see that the ones that are pointed with arrows are lit.
Okay, I guess we go to the nearest one.
That's not very many.
Oh.
And what about people on the streets?
Nobody in the streets from where you're standing there. Do you guys want to move into the crossroads?
Do we have a choice?
Yeah, you do. You can do whatever you want.
I stay here the next year. Okay.
Well, there is a house right at the crossroads.
Yeah, and there are lights. Let's go to this. Knock on the door. Maybe someone other than me. I'm on the cart.
Okay, as you guys...
Yeah, Grymm's not very charismatic.
As you guys get to the crossroads there at the circle, I assume you guys look to the north and south. To the north up here, right where the square is, you notice two small figures standing in the street, kind of huddling each other and looking back at this house. That house with the triangle.
Grymm, can you ask them?
I'll jump down and kind of wave, call out.
Okay. You guys stop the wagon there in the middle of the crossroads, and Mathis jumps down.
And just call out, say, "Hey, can you tell us where the inn's at?"
They're a good ways off, but they do not respond.
Seems we are not welcome here. Okay,
well, they might not have heard.
As I'm taking a few steps, to the north, up that road there. I mean, I'll look over at the house on the left and see if I can detect any movement, or I'm trying to decide whether it would be worth it just to go to the house or try and actually engage with these people in conversation.
There's a few windows right there on that side of the house. I assume you're... Let me put you on the map and you can move yourself to where exactly you want to be. There you go. I assume you're about right there?
Oh, yeah. You're big. You tasted the enlarge potion, huh?
Yeah, like I figured I'd jump down from the wagon. Were we in the green circle? Is that what, or were we?
Yes, that's where the wagon is currently.
Yeah, so I figured I'd jump down and sort of start taking some steps to the north, and as I'm walking that way, look to the left and kind of just check out the house and see, trying to decide the best way to go.
You look into the windows. From what you could tell between the curtains, give me a perception check.
Yuck.
From what you can see between the curtains, appears to be no one moving inside of it, but it appears to be candle lit. So you do see the flickering of the light with a candle.
Well, I'll continue to walk north then.
The small figures to the north of you are kind of cuddling each other, hugging in a manner. As you get a little bit closer, you can tell it's a small child's voice, and he's weeping. And you can kind of put two and two together, and you can think the other one is maybe the sister and comforting him.
Oh, okay. I'll say, "Hey, are you guys okay?"
All right, let me find this. See, this is what I don't like about the modules on here. Some of the, like, I could easily pull up an image if they had it linked there.
Oh, right.
You have to search for the children's name.
Yeah. And you see these two right here.
Down the cross, yeah.
Oh.
And they appear to be dressed a little bit differently from what you guys have seen in the area that you're used to.
But obviously rich.
They appear to have a little bit of money, but their clothes are a little bit dingy and ripped here and there. After the girl kind of shuns the boy, she turns to you and says, There's a monster in the house. And then she points to the tall brick row house, which I have indicated there. The windows are dark, and it has a grated portico on the ground floor. A rusty gate is slightly ajar. The houses on both sides, you can see, don't have any light. This appears to don't have any light, but you can tell there's something inside with a little bit of light. There are some candles in there burning.
Okay, I'll look back at Grymm and kind of nod to him to follow me, and I'll keep walking towards the kids.
Yeah, because they're not creepy looking at all.
No.
Okay, they just kind of stand there and you kind of see the need of help in their eyes to find out what this thing is in their house.
Okay.
But they say there's a monster in the house. They say it not repeatedly, but every time you take about 3 or 4 more steps closer to them, they kind of say that.
Can I use my insight to just sort of, are they tell whether they're telling the truth or are they really scared?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, they are completely honest.
Okay. All right. So I draw my rapier and I start walking towards the door.
Okay. You open the portico. Or sorry, the rusty gate.
Yeah, I make sure that Grymm's close by.
Okay. What do you do, Grymm?
Keep his back covered.
Okay.
Can you first show us the front view of the house? I guess it's
sure. I got
it's
it.
on the map, the left on the head. There's front view of the house. So when you see it, think twice.
Here it comes right here along with the map.
Hmm.
We'll be using. So in the top left, that's the front view of the house. I guess there is a portico there. So
okay.
Yeah, it is. In the description, it is.
It's called Death House.
It's
that's
called
reassuring.
Death House. Yeah. But it also seems like a death house.
Is that on a plaque or something out front?
It's on the map there.
A little more blood on the map, please.
Well, I'm just gonna go up to the gate and kind of look in through the opening, see if I can see anything.
All right, so if you look in the bottom left corner, you'll see you guys on the map, so you guys can move however you like, and tell me what you're doing. As you guys look like you're about to enter, the children say, "Thank you so much. Please find the monster and get rid of him." The little boy doesn't talk at all. It's only the girl.
What kind of monster is this?
I've just heard screams coming from... Hang on, let me find out where they're coming from.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we actually step inside, we'd call Baern down.
Okay, then I will follow.
And I assume
that might be a good idea.
Parked outside. Parking the wagon out. Okay.
We tie one child each of the wheels.